Hey guys, it's me again. It's Ryan with Digital Plumber. Hope you're doing well. Hey, wanted to come at you with another video this week. This is something we actually got requested on our YouTube channel, and we've had several people bring it up in actual conversations involving AdWords. So you're a plumbing company, you're an HVAC company, you're using AdWords to try to generate more calls. But as you know, the prices that you pay can kind of go crazy, right? Because it's all based on an auction. So you set your max clicks, but you don't always know how are those numbers coming out. Is Google just trying to do whatever they can do to get more money out of me? You just have a lot of questions. So we thought we'd talk about how your ads, your Google AdWords, are actually priced, how the auction works, and even get into things like ad rank and quality because those have a deep impact. So let's assume you don't know. So I know you're watching this video on AdWords, but let's go back. So AdWords is a pay-per-click tool that Google has. Bing has one similar called Bing Ads. It works the exact same way. A user sits into a search bar and they type in need a plumber or air conditioner broken, whatever their search query is, and you can bid on your placement. And these usually show up on the first three or the bottom three listings on a page. Google's always revising how many on the top and the bottom and the side. It's always changing. But point is, you're bidding on the right for your ad to appear for that search input. And you can do a lot of parameters to say, hey, it's certain times of day or certain locations. So maybe we want this city, but not this city. You can do all that within AdWords. It's really powerful. It's a great way to get good quality leads who are needing your services. So the problem that we see a lot of people struggle with is that they come in, they think, well, I need to pay as much as possible to get the phone to ring. I want those clicks, and I want to make sure I'm getting those calls away from my competitors, right? So maybe you have a big competitor in town and their ad is always showing and they're always on the first page of Google. So you always feel like I need to compete. So what a lot of companies do is they waste money by starting to raise their max cost per click that they're willing to pay. The problem is that's only costing you money. It's not actually getting you much better results. So we're going to talk about the price and how the auction works, but first we need to talk about two important things. One is what Google calls your ad rank. So this is an important sort of way to think, like Google does, like Bing does when they're determining how valuable is your ad. So obviously you're competing for certain search terms, but so are your competitors. They're also trying to get those same searches. Google considers your ad rank the price you're willing to pay for a click plus the quality that your ad is scored, right? So it's a cost per click times the quality score you have. Together, that equals your ad rank. So a higher rank is better than a lower rank. Now, it's important to keep that in mind of how ad rank works. The second part of the equation is what we call quality score. So if ad rank is cost per click bid plus times your quality score, a quality score is kind of the nugget to understand. Arguably, it's the most important variable you can have when you're doing an AdWords campaign. So a quality score is measured by several things. Your click-through rate, keyword relevance, your landing page experience, your ad text, and also your account history. Those 5 things are all kind of rolled into quality. So let's break this down just real fast. Quality score, click-through rate. Click-through rate Google sees as it's the total clicks your ad gets divided by the total impressions. So if your ad is shown to 100 people and not one person clicks on it, it says, well, your ad isn't very good. It doesn't have high quality, so it starts lowering your quality score. On the other hand, if you show your ad 100 times and 50 people click on it, Google says, well, holy cow, your ad is tailored exactly for people. It's responding. It's what they're looking for. And it starts rewarding your quality score. Keyword relevance, if people are searching for HVAC, if they're searching for toilet fixes, does your ad actually have those keywords to be able to make those connections, right? So if somebody's looking for how do I fix a clogged toilet and your ad talks about, hey, we do water heaters, there's going to be a low keyword relevance. They're not the same. So the trick is to try to say, okay, if they're looking for, I need if I need a clogged toilet being fixed, your ad should say something about fixing clogged toilets. You want those keywords to line up. Landing page experience is the next. So click-through rate, keyword relevance, landing page experience. Landing page is basically when you take someone, once they click on your ad, where do you drop them off? If they're clicking on my toilet is clogged and they click on your ad and you take them to a water heater page, it's not helpful. It's going to have a low quality score. So they're going to land there and they're going to go, well, I don't need anything to do with my water heater, and they're going to leave your site. So Google does analyze not only the ad, but the destination you're sending them to. So because of that, we always say, hey, don't just send them to your homepage. You know, if your website is joesplumbing.com, don't drop them off there. Try to drop them off somewhere where it's closer to the problem that they have. And we've talked about how to optimize those tricks in other ad videos. Ad text. So we want to know that specifically are the words that you're saying in the ad, are they good? Are they getting conversions? And account history. Do you have a history with your ad campaign of getting good clicks, of getting good quality? Historically, what do people do? So because of that, sometimes it's important to, at the beginning, if you've never set up an AdWords campaign, sometimes it's important to actually start with a higher bid to start getting some traction, so you can start getting some account history, so that you can start raising your click-through rate. You can start learning and refining your keyword relevance and modifying your landing pages to be better. You can start going through this process to increase your quality score. That's the whole point of this, right? Is increase the quality score so that you can have some history, and then over time you can start lowering now your cost per click you're willing to spend. That's the quality score. So remember, ad rank is determined by the price you're willing to pay times your quality score. Now, we mentioned that your competitors are also competing for the same words. So what does that mean for you? So, okay, we know what ad rank is. Now we know how quality score is determined. How does the price that I pay actually get determined? So, excuse me, I've been sick. This is a cute little graph that you can look at. Take a screenshot if you want, and talks about how these things are determined. You can see it kind of breaks down into how Google does this, right? So your price, the price that you actually ultimately pay for a given click, is equal to the ad rank of the person below you, right? So not your ad rank, but the person below you, divided by your quality score. So we want this score to be high, right? And then plus a penny. It's always plus a penny. Ad rank of the person below you divided by your quality score, plus a penny, and that determines your actual price. So now here's where this plays out. If you look at this chart here, this advertiser is throwing more money. They're throwing $8 a click, right? So they're doing what a lot of people do. They're trying to throw a lot of money. So some of you might be charging or throwing $20 a click or $50 a click. This number is kind of irrelevant, but the point is you're throwing more money at this problem. But because you have a low quality score, you only have 1 star as opposed to a 10. Your ad rank is low. And because your ad rank is low, it means that not only you're paying more for the click, but you're likely not going to get shown to begin with. But let's take this up to the winning advertiser. So this guy, he's only bidding $2 a click. But because his quality is score is strong, right? So we're saying ad rank is cost per click, right, times your quality. His ad rank trumps everyone else's, where this guy's the cost per click times the quality doesn't get him very far. So in order to win this, if your competitor has an ad rank of 40 or 50, if you have a 1-star quality score, your bid is going to be $40 or $50 to compete. On the other hand, this number could be much, much lower. If you max out your quality score, you can do a minimum bid to actually compete to get the most ad rank. This is the one that Google's going to pull, right? That actual click comes down to only $1.61 in this category, right? Because again, think of the math. The math is it's the ad rank of the person below you, so 16, divided by your quality score, 10, plus a penny, which gets you your $1.61. So it's important to keep this in mind. It is really easy to waste a lot of money with AdWords. It's you can throw a lot of money at it and see very little results. Or if you tweak it and you're fine, you spend some time and you study how to best optimize your ad, you can get very inexpensive leads coming in without spending any more money. In fact, you can spend less money than your competitors spend because you're focused on the quality that your customers are experiencing, both not only in person with the service, but also with the ad and the website presentation. So if you have questions about how that means for your business, if you want us to look at what you're doing, if you have questions you want to throw at us about, well, what about if we're trying to do X, Y, or Z, we'd love to be able to talk to you and see if we can't help you out. You can always reach out to us at digitalmarketingforplumbers.com. We always love talking to companies just like you. Figure that out. And if you have any questions, if you have any comments, if there's something else you'd really like to talk about, let us know in the comments below, right? We always like to see what you guys are dealing with, what you think about the videos, and we want to give you as much content that's useful for you as possible. So if you don't yet, go ahead and subscribe to our YouTube channel, like us on Facebook. We're always trying to give more information you can just take, you can apply, you can understand, and use it to start making more money for your business. So I hope you're doing well. Hope this video is helpful, and hopefully you can take this information and start increasing your ad rank, increasing your ad quality, and start paying less per click, knowing how the actual AdWords auction is determined. So that's it. Guys, have a great week, and we'll talk to you next time.